Hey everybody, Brian Troe coming to you from Mossy Creek Fly Fishing with your fly fishing forecast. The date today is Monday the 20th of December. So we're a day away from the winter solstice. The days are certainly short. The window to get your fishing in is definitely smaller than it's been. But we've had a lot of mild days. We've had a lot of warm days. We've had a couple cool mornings. This morning it was 17 degrees. But really, there's been a lot of nice warm weather windows to fish. The one thing we haven't had a lot of is rain. So the rain that was supposed to fall this weekend came, but it was very light, didn't amount to much. And so we're going to talk a little bit today about what do you do when you're fishing in the winter and in a drought. So one option is to go and fish the lakes. All right, so a lot of these lakes are fishing really well. A lot of the lakes to the west of us here, up in the Allegheny Mountains, are fishing really well and have been stocked. So you've got all the bass and the sunfish that live in them, but then you also have trout that have been planted. So they can be quite fun, and obviously they don't change a whole lot, and so the fish just don't get spooked as easily. So that's one thing that you could do. The other thing is just focus on your spring creeks, like we've been saying. Focus on your tailwaters. The Jackson tailwater is a great option. Not only is the flow controlled, but the temperatures stay pretty steady and constant. The further you get away from places like Gathright Dam when you're fishing the Jackson, the more the water levels will fluctuate and the more the temperatures will fluctuate. So the closer you are to the lake, the more stable they are. Spring Creek, same thing. We've had a lot of reports of rising fish over the last couple weeks, which is not surprising. You got to be there for the right window, those warmer hours of the day. But there's been a lot of blueing olive activity, and we would encourage a lot of you all to try and start fishing midges if you've never done it before. It's a real challenge, but it can be really rewarding. So finer leaders, longer leaders. A lot of people ask a ton of questions about terminal tackle when they're trying to throw these small Griffiths gnats or tiny little midges. But you can start off with something simple. You can start off with a 6X leader and then add 1.5 feet of 7X tippet. We also sell Supple Flex leaders, which are really great for laying down gently on the water, nice and soft, and a stealthy color, so that you're just not getting as much sheen or shine on your monofilament. So those are techniques that really will help you. We always say go small in the fall. That's because a lot of the bugs that you're going to be imitating are in fact tiny. So midges are important on the surface, but also below the surface. So zebra midges are one of the most popular flies that we sell this time of year. Small Baetis patterns like Juju Baetis, little Baetis emergers, they're important. If you happen to see fish just barely dimpling the water, they're typically sipping a small Baetis emerger or a small midge. If you see fish jumping or splashing, which can happen this time of year, even though the fish's metabolism is slow, they're usually chasing a one-off caddis that's popping or flying away. And there's a couple different ways to go about fishing those. You can sink an elk hair caddis like the dry fly, put a little split shot on and swing it and let it rise. That can be really effective. Or if you have some old school patterns like wet flies, leadwing coachman, things like that, they can fish really well to those fish that are getting excited about a caddis swimming quickly up to the surface. So streamers are always in play, but you got to start to be kind of careful about how heavy your fly is, what kind of impact it makes on the water. If you throw a big tungsten fly down in the water, it can really spook the fish. So anyway, that's it for the trout. Basically, get out there, hit Buffalo Creek, hit Mossy Creek, Beaver Creek, go to your lakes, Elkhorn Lake, Switzer Reservoir, Todd Lake, Rayleigh Pond. These are all really fun ponds and lakes up in the mountains, up high to go fish. It looks like we're going to be kind of seasonable the next few days, seasonable temperature. By Christmas Day, it looks like it's going to be really nice and mild out. So if any of you all get done opening your packages and have some free time on the water, Christmas Day may not be a bad idea. It certainly won't be very busy or crowded out there. So we're on the warm water streams. We're catching a few smallmouth here and there, but we're primarily going after muskie and having pretty good luck. The muskie bite's been fairly good, but they also can get spooky too, irregardless of what people think about how not afraid they are. They'll spook simply by just not eating at the boat, just kind of peeling off and going away. So the name of the game is long casts, heavy sinking lines, getting down deep, and hopefully they'll eat you well before they get to the boat. That's about it. So as always, if you have questions on places to go, flies to use, all you have to do is email us, give us a call, or our favorite, stop by and come see us. And we will be closed on Christmas Day, and we will be closed on the 26th, the day after Christmas, and we will be closed on New Year's Day. So those are the 3 days where we won't be here, but certainly we'll be monitoring the online store and filling orders. The guys here at the shop have been like super busy, and plenty of time to come in, get that last minute gift before the holidays. So anyway, I'll see you all next week. Thanks.